the penalty on the kickoff.
On the kickoff?
Yes, they'll take it on the kickoff.
Dead ball, personal foul.
They're declining it. Go ahead and taking the play. Anyhow, Bishop on for the attempt. Of course, they will mark it at the 10-yard line. Silas on to hold. Walker with the snap.
Bishop to attempt.
The ball club is set. They ask for the snap. The snap's back. The hold's down. The kick's up. And it's good. 2:28 left to go in the ball game, and it's 11-20. Wilson Central 7.
Sideline reports are brought to you tonight by Chaffin TV and Appliance, 1005 West Main Street in Lebanon. High-definition TV headquarters in Wilson County.
32 of Wilson Central, and 8 plays later, quarterback Daley Salas has run it in for a touchdown. Bryce Bishop with the PAT. We've got 2:28 remaining in the game. It's now 11-20. Wilson Central 7.
So Lebanon tees it up. They'll kick from their 40. There's the kick. Boy, it's a good, strong one to the left side. Majors watches it bounce, and it goes out of bounds inside the 10. If that one had straightened out, it would have been good. But, of course, flags on the play. So at least Wilson Central with great starting position as they start this possession with 2:28 to go here in the ball game, trailing 20-7.
Now what that touchdown gives you is a little bit of cushion. Central's now got to come up, figure out a way to get 2 scores with it being 13 points. So the kick out of bounds, Central will put it in play 1st and 10 at their own 35. Look for that Lebanon defensive unit to back up a few steps. Try to keep the receivers in front of them. Central's going trips right, single receiver on the far left. Scott under center.
Scott, quick slant pattern over here to Adkins, and Adkins mowed down at the 39. That's not going to do much of anything but run some clock. 2:17 and counting. Wilson Central still huddling up.
DeMarco Hastings led a group of Blue Devils out there on the tackle. DeMarco lines up at defensive tackle, 189 pounds. He's in there for his quickness, and he flew out there on that slant route.
Scott under center, single backfield, 3 wideouts to the right. Pumps once, he's going to throw it down this right sideline. Oh, that was a great effort that time by Dominique Thompson, but he's covered over here by Ken Walton. That one never had a prayer.
Walton locked up man coverage on Dominique Thompson.
Almost took out Bob Lee.
And Walton never turned loose of him, and Bob quick to return that football back out there. Still got it, big boy. Look cool. Bob got those gloves on tonight, and it did, Bob, really the first real football weather we've had so far this season.
Well, it is, Tommy. I mean, it's a little nip in there. It makes it feel a lot better, more like football weather. But I tell you what, there might be a little dust on the bottle, but some things get better with age, big boy.
Nice and warm up here, Bob. Scott throws out to the left. There's Adkins. Boy, he has just been all over the place, but Scott unable to complete that. So guess what?
It's 4th down.
4th and 5 to go from just inside the Wilson Central 40. So this is it for the Wildcats as they trail 20-7 with 1:46 to go here in the ball game. So it all boils down to this. Turn it over on downs here, and Lebanon can basically run out the clock. Wildcats break the huddle to the line. 3 split out to the right, 1 to the left. Harding remains in the backfield, shotgun with Scott. Scott takes the snap, swings it out over here to Majors, and that one's going nowhere. Actually lost 5 yards back to the original starting spot. And a great tackle that time by Tom Johnson, the senior, able to get out here in the flat and take him down and turn him over.
Ty Cross also helping out on that play, and Lebanon's defensive unit running to the football exactly the way they'd been taught to. They tried to hit Majors out here and give him a little head of steam on the flare route. Nothing happening there, and the Blue Devils take over with 1:40 to go in this contest and up by 13 points.
Salas remains in at quarterback. The deep back is Gaines, up back Benford. 1 wide out either side. Salas just reaches back, gives to Gaines. Shoots through, has a spin move. He's down inside the 30. Well, Wilson Central just will not quit. No fight, or excuse me, no quit in these kids as they continue to fight down by 13.
Zach Evans helps Carlos Gaines up off the ground, and a lot of respect between these two football programs. Gaines over the 100-yard mark tonight, 101 yards, and it wasn't that long ago here in the second half where he only had 36, and he has reeled off some really fine running here in the second half.
Very important for Lebanon as well. Here's Salas. He'll give to Gaines one more time. He runs it right up the middle. He'll move it down close to the 20. He's going to be about a yard shy of a first down. It'll bring him a third, but that clock keeps on rolling. 53.9 to go, and Lebanon, of course, ahead 20-7.
Lebanon next week will host the Patriots of Oakland High School. Oakland idle this week, as many of the Rutherford County schools are, because they all played in week 0. They took this one off for their fall break. I know the Oakland coaching staff here scouting tonight. Central will host Blackman next week.
That was a first down, so Salas will set it back up under center. Prevent offense, if you will. And that clock, 26 and counting. There's the snap. He'll take a knee real quick, and that should do it for the ball game. 11-20. Wilson Central 7 on a great night for football here at Noakes Lassiter Stadium. Wow, big win for the Blue Devils.
20-7 is your final score. Lebanon over Wilson Central. The coaches meet, shake hands, and exchange pleasantries. A lot of good folks over on that Wilson Central sideline. David Jennings, Watertown player. Brad Dedman used to coach and play here at Lebanon High School. Good people. The Wildcats dropped to 1-6 on the season. That mathematically eliminates Wilson Central from the playoff picture. Lebanon improves to 5-2 on the season. We'll get the lights turned on in here. That's what that means. Yeah, turn the lights on. And Bob Lee will be scoping out, trying to pick up Bobby Brown, head coach of the Blue Devils, as he makes his way back across here for his post-game comments. And Bobby's a happy Blue Devil head coach. I see him right over there. He's headed down there with his team. We may get him here in just a second. Let's see. Nonetheless, Lebanon improves to 5-2 on the season. 3-1 in regional play. Wilson Central drops to 1-6 overall, and that mathematically eliminates the Wildcats from any hopes of advancing to the postseason playoffs. Don't forget tonight, the scoreboard show will be coming your way here on WANT FM 98.9. They'll be coming on in just a few minutes. Tomorrow morning, of course, the coach's breakfast. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, live from Shoney's. Cumberland University football tomorrow at 12:45, 1:30 kickoff. Bob Lee, let me ask you while I've got a chance, and you're waiting for Bobby to come out of that gathering of Blue Devils down there. This one was big, and Bobby really talked about the importance of this football game. And you don't see a lot of emotion from him, but he really seemed happy after the game was over, the clock had run out.
Well, you know, Tommy, of course, to any coach, any game's a big game. It's because it's the next game. You know the old cliches, but at the same time, he knew that this ball game was really, really big toward that playoff picture. That doesn't put you in there automatically now, but it takes a big, big step toward that. We stumbled a little bit last week with Blackman, but the win tonight kind of nullified that a little bit, and it helps a whole lot. Bobby is making his way over here, Tommy.
Go ahead, Bob. Bob Lee and Bobby Brown for the postgame show.
Coach, heck of a ball game. I know it was a big one. That's another step. Hey, big region game, big county game.
It was. It was a huge game. they beat us last year. We were able to get it back together, and we won this year. They battled for 4 quarters, and we battled for 4 quarters. It was just a great game.
I know you can't pick out one particular thing because you showed signs of good ball play on both sides of the ball. To me, though, you made a statement at the very end of that ball game when you marched it down the field on that last scoring drive.
We did, and the thing is, we just got the turnover hurt us there, but luckily our defense got it back for us. So it was big, great job. Listen to that band, don't they sound good?
Well, they do, and see the players over there. Oh, they're cheering them on too. Yeah. But I know it's a huge win. Next week we step back. We got another region game. Of course, they're all region games from here on out. Got Oakland coming to town.
Yeah, we do. We got to have one this next week. Basically it's a playoff game. I feel like if we win that game, we can get ourselves into the playoffs with it. But you never know. But we want to make sure we win that one next week.
Coach, big win. I know it's every win's a big win, but I know it's good because of course, like I said, a county win and also a region win. I know you're excited after this ball game. Talking to you boys. Good luck next week and a heck of a job tonight.
Well, I appreciate it. I wish my fan club was as big. I think they just like getting on TV, but we appreciate it. And I got someone else coming right now.
We've got
he wants to be on TV now too.
He's got Coach Brown's got a
little Blue Devil clan here. It looks good.
Coach Brown has got a posse here, Tommy. So I'm gonna send it back to you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Bobby Brown. Lebanon High with a victory tonight over Central by a score of 20-7. We're going to take a 1-minute break. 1 minute back at the station. We'll be back with post-game stats and more. Lebanon wins 20-7 over Wilson Central. We'll be back in 60 seconds.